Buenas tardes, amigos de El Mundo Boston. Good afternoon, El Mundo Boston followers. El Mundo Newspaper, Alberto Vasallo from El Mundo. Alberto Vasallo aquí del periódico El Mundo. Just as we had promised, tal y como lo habíamos prometido, el alcalde de la ciudad de Lynn, Massachusetts, Thomas McGee, se encuentra con nosotros. We have as a guest, a special guest again, Mayor of Lynn, Thomas McGee. This is not his first time with us. First of all, good afternoon, Mayor. ¿Cómo estás?
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Excellent, excellent. Habíamos anunciado, the reason why we have the mayor on, que tenemos al alcalde de Lynn. Lynn se ha convertido en el epicentro con respecto a nuestra comunidad con el coronavirus. Los números han subido en esa ciudad, está en alerta roja. Escuchamos hoy el gobernador Charlie Baker, lo tiene como una de las comunidades. Van a lanzar unas campañas en 5 comunidades, entre ellas está la ciudad de Lynn. So, ¿qué mejor que el alcalde? So, we have Mayor McGee on. Charlie Baker earlier today talked about Lynn still being one of the red hotspots on the map in terms of coronavirus and its high rate of contamination and so forth. So, first of all, what's going on in Lynn, and what could you give us an update? Why have the numbers risen in Lynn? ¿Por qué han subido los números en Lynn, en su opinión?
It's been the last few weeks. We've really had some troubling numbers. We had a really good run through the month of July into August with low numbers, but we've seen those numbers going up over the last several weeks.
Yeah. El alcalde dice que hasta ahora estaba bien, pero las últimas semanas es donde ha subido enormemente en Lynn, Massachusetts. Okay, so what is your basic message to your residents? I know it's about containing it, but what would you like for them to hear from you?
You know, I'm going to take a line from my CFO, Mike Bertino. We've been talking about how we can send the message. It's important for all of us. And he said, you know, it's up to you. It's up to us to really make a difference in our community. Wear face coverings, do social distancing, wash your hands. Make sure you use hand sanitizer. Don't get together in large gatherings. We can really make a difference, and so it's the same message, but it's a message we need to share with our friends, our family, and our neighbors.
Yeah, el mensaje del alcalde de Lynn, Thomas McGee, es lo mismo de siempre, pero importante lo que él hablaba con su CFO de la ciudad, que todo depende de nosotros. It's up to us. Depende de nosotros seguir las regulaciones. Que ya todos lo conocemos para ejecutar. So it's basically, Mayor, we all know the drill, right? We know what has to be done. It's just doing it. And what has Lynn had certain factors different from other cities that have actually contributed to the rise of this?
I think the reality is that Lynn, Chelsea, Revere, Everett, East Boston, from the beginning, because of the density in our cities, the close proximity that people live in, as well as the jobs people have, it's reflective of the caseload we've had. So that continues, but people have let their guard down. It's summer, it's hot, and so people are not doing what they need to be doing, and they're getting together in parties, which really is unacceptable, large gatherings and getting together.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I'm going to kind of translate that porque el alcalde dice que por lo general muchas personas han hecho lo que tienen que hacer, pero ahora con el clima que estamos llegando al final del verano, que tuvimos un verano obviamente con calor, las personas querían salir, etcétera, pero muchas fiestas, demasiadas actividades con muchas personas, y eso es inaceptable, inaceptable, dice el alcalde de Lynn. What can you do to enforce some of these requirements? What can you, as a city and the mayor, are you using police? Are you using different groups? And I think, creo que el alcalde de Lynn, lo vamos a reconectar. Estamos hablando con el alcalde de Lynn, Thomas McGee. So we're talking to the governor, to the mayor of Lynn, Thomas McGee. We've had a little bit of a glitch right now. Empezamos a hablar con él, así que mantengan la sintonía porque vamos a tener de nuevo el alcalde de Lynn, Thomas McGee. We're going to get him back on the line. He's talking about the recent spike that we've seen and heard and talked and all heard about. Charlie Baker hoy, el gobernador Charlie Baker hoy habló específicamente de varias ciudades, entre ellas Lynn, es una de ellas. Está la gobernación tiene un mapa de los lugares que tienen, Elizabeth is joining, the mayor's coming back on, un mapa de las zonas rojas y peligrosas, y en este caso Lynn es una de esas, y por eso tenemos el alcalde de Lynn que quiere dar ese mensaje que todavía tenemos que hacer mucho más, y la gente de Lynn tiene que escuchar, no todos, por lo general se está portando bien la gente de Lynn, pero hay todavía personas que lo está haciendo más difícil de todo. We've got that pretty face back, very nice. Muy bien. Good job.
I have a
Great. Elizabeth is, thank God for great staff.
Yeah, Elizabeth is the bomb, as we say. Elizabeth, gracias Elizabeth, su asistente. Bueno, asistente muchas cosas, ayuda mucho. And again, we're going to make this painless, Mayor, because I think if we stay to the message, and I just want to talk about mostly COVID-19 y lo que puede hacer la persona. How are you going to enforce it? What are some of the ways that the city is going to? ¿Cómo va a enforzar? ¿Cómo se va a asegurar la ley, la ciudad que los residentes de Lynn estén siguiendo los protocolos?
We just recently were able to get additional resources from the state. So we're working to providing a field team for us in neighborhoods. We get informational flyers out in downtown, both in downtown Lynn and the churches throughout our community and neighborhood. We'll be getting sign postings on Main Street stores, on up and down Main Street, Union Street, Washington Street. Working with sound to remind people we have masks and social distance. We have additional testing site, so it's important to people that have been exposed. Some symptoms definitely get tested, but if you think you've been exposed, please come out and get tested. And then we're working with the administration on enforcement. And when we say enforcement, it really is coming in and making sure people are following the guidelines and making sure people understand protect our.
All right, I'm gonna give folks a little bit of an update. La voy a poner un día. Según el alcalde de Lynn, Thomas McGee, ¿cómo van a enforzar estos protocolos? Primero, la administración y el gobierno estatal le está dando un equipo que va a estar en la comunidad para ayudar a educar, a tratar de enforzar estos protocolos. Van a haber muchísimos volantes en el downtown de Lynn. So, si usted vive en Lynn, van a haber mucha publicidad educacional para educar y recordarle a todo el mundo en diferentes idiomas, especialmente, obviamente, Lynn is a Spanish-speaking community, a big Spanish-speaking community. Las iglesias, muchas de las iglesias van a colaborar, the churches van a colaborar, más letreros en los negocios, signposting in small businesses around the city, alrededor de la ciudad. También los camiones que van a dar los mensajes en diferentes idiomas. So, a number of different ways that the city, again, is trying to get this message out, que la ciudad de Lynn está tratando de dejarle saber a su comunidad. Alcalde, are you still there?
Yep, I'm here.
Good. I have you. I can hear you. I'm not sure I can see you.
Coming and going, so we'll work through it.
That's okay. It's okay. The important thing is that we can hear you. We know it's you. We know it's not an imposter because I saw you already. So, and I don't know many people that can imitate you. Hey, Mayor McGee, I just want to kind of, like I said, first, thank you for coming on every time we need you here at Mundo Boston, and kind of going over just one more thing that's really important is the census. How is the census? What's your percentage of that? Are my friends in Lynn filling out the census, or do we need to remind them?
We need to remind everyone to make sure this happens. We're at a little over 60%. The state average is 65%, and it's so important to our community. Each person counted is $2,400 from the federal government. It allows us to get right representation. It really is important for our community. And I think the message for people to understand is this information is only used to count people. It's a federal crime to use it for any other purpose. So we need people to know that we're working together to make this happen. So get out. It's about a 10-minute or less process. And the administration has used with the October 30th. The end of October was the deadline. They've moved it up to the end of September. So it really is important to get it done over the next few weeks.
All right, quiero recordarle a nuestra audiencia, estamos hablando con el alcalde Thomas McGee de Lynn, con respecto a, ahora él quería hablar un momentico sobre el censo, igual que el alcalde de Lawrence. I mean, we've heard this from Mayor Dan Rivera, who was on with us last week, Mayor Marty Walsh, who was on with us this week, and Mayor Arrigo as well last night. Lo importante que es el census, participar en el census. En Lynn, más o menos, según el alcalde, representa unos $2,400 por persona en fondos para la ciudad. Y esos fondos son necesarios para vivienda, salud, etcétera. Y en estos momentos, cuando la administración de Donald Trump cambió la fecha límite, antes era el 30 de octubre, ahora es septiembre 30. So before this month is over, antes que se acabe este mes, se acaba el momento para contarnos. Es mucho más importante que nunca que nuestra comunidad salga en números, porque así no perdemos nuestra representación. So, Mayor, I'm not going to have you suffer any much more through this technical difficulty.
If I could echo my colleagues, Mayor Walsh, Mayor Rivera, and Mayor Arrigo, not only important for Massachusetts, I mean for the city of Lynn, important for our state to make sure our voice is heard and we continue to get represented in Washington.
Yeah. Bueno, el alcalde dice que se hace eco a lo que dice el alcalde Walsh, el alcalde Arrigo, el alcalde Rivera, que tenemos que hacer nuestras voces contar tanto votando como participando en el census. Well, again, Mayor, we're going to cut it short due to technical difficulties, but we're going to write a nice article in Spanish en el periódico El Mundo. Don't worry about it, Mayor. Don't worry about it, Elizabeth. We will do this again. Lo importante es que el alcalde de Lynn, Thomas McGee, quiere que tenemos que tener mucho cuidado en Lynn y seguir los protocolos, porque Lynn ahora es una zona roja, una zona de peligro. No podemos olvidarnos. So I've just kind of reminded folks the importance and the fact that Lynn is one of those red spots on that map. And we've got to make it go green or white eventually, which is the when it's white, it means we're okay. How are the schools in Lynn? Remote?
They're going to be fully remote. We're school committee meeting tonight to get through the professional development phase, but fully remote. Every student from 3 through 12 has a laptop or a Chromebook. Everyone has, and we're working with our Comcast, our local provider, to ensure that every house has internet. So I think that's an important message. If people are having trouble with that, it's available for every student, and we've already ordered the laptops and Chromebooks for K through 2. So we.
That's great. Let me tell folks that. That's a great piece of information, Mayor McGee. El alcalde de Lynn, muy importante para los padres, que en la ciudad de Lynn todo va a ser remoto. Obviamente no van a ver los muchachos en las escuelas, en las aulas, en los edificios, pero ya han ordenado, y según el alcalde, todos los estudiantes del grado 3 al 12 ya tienen acceso a su laptop. Si no tiene, por favor, pónganse en contacto con la ciudad. Ya han ordenado. También están trabajando con Xfinity, con Comcast, asegurándose que todos los hogares tenga acceso, tenga Wi-Fi y el Internet. Así que la ciudad de Lynn, proactiva. So you've taken a proactive approach in trying to, remedy this remote learning, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're working.
Okay. I know you have a meeting tonight with the city. Is it the school committee?
Yes, school committee meeting tonight.
Okay, buena suerte, good luck. And one last question. Growing up, what was your favorite athlete?
My favorite athlete, probably when I was younger, Bobby Orr.
I got it right. I predicted that. I told Elizabeth.
Got to see him play. I was when they won the Stanley Cup. I saw him score the goal.
I told her, she's like, was he a baseball player? I said, no. Hockey. I can tell he's a hockey guy. And if he did baseball, it'd probably be Yaz. Probably that era, right?
Yep. Here's another one right there, Kyle Yastrzemski.
Yeah. All right, my friend. Gracias.
Thank you.
Take care and good luck at the school committee meeting. Gracias al alcalde McGee. Y gracias, Elizabeth. All right. Gracias, amigos. Perdone que no pudimos ver mucho la cara del alcalde. Tuvimos dificultades con sus redes sociales. Ese fue el alcalde de Lynn. Nosotros estamos tratando de hacer nuestro mejor trabajo acá para darle la información y para tenerle las personas que hablen directamente con ustedes. La semana pasada hablamos con el alcalde Marty Walsh. Ayer tuvimos el alcalde de Revere, Brian Arrigo. Tendremos pronto el gobernador Charlie Baker. También hablamos con el alcalde Dan Rivera de Lawrence. Así que a veces la tecnología nos nos traiciona y en el día de hoy parece que la transmisión o la conexión no era muy buena con el alcalde de Lynn, pero tratamos y nuestros amigos de Lynn, acuérdense, viva Lynn, lo queremos mucho. Michael, thank you very much. Technology was not our best friend this time around, but thanks.
Not today. Not today.
Information out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, the weather might have been pretty.
Que pasen un happy Thursday. Bye bye.